anything any artist can tell you about is called the dip. And the dip is an important concept to know. Well, not really. I mean, no concept about art is actually that important to know, because knowing this stuff is all just a distraction from doing things. But if you were to, you see that frame that I'm going off of there? You know, the frame that doing is always more important than not doing? Well, I could deconstruct that as well and say, well, you need to know a little bit before you blah, blah, blah. And also some people like knowing before they do and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. The dip. The dip is this period in time where you're working on something and you fall into a stupor of thinking that the thing is horrible. Idea creation goes through like a few different phases. The first is the ideation phase. That's the best phase, because everything is so pure and perfect in your mind. And then you get a little bit deeper and you start materializing that idea into the real world. And then it sucks, because it's like real. And the more real it gets, the more it sucks. And as you're making this idea become more and more real, you're running into more and more problems. The dip happens when you are in this deep, dark pit where your project, which you once thought was going to be cool and interesting, actually sucks and is horrible. And the longer you spend in the pit, the worse it seems. Now, if you can get out of the pit, crawl out and finish the project, and when you finish the project, you'll probably be like, this is bad. And then, you'll look back on it in a month or 2 months or however much time you need to be able to look back on it and realize it wasn't that bad. You might think you'll be able to see it for how it actually was. Maybe it'll be terrible. Maybe it'll be really good. Chances are, though, it'll be much, much better than you thought it was while you were in the pit. Now, in terms of how to get out of the pit, my advice is very simple. See, it's just a matter of